Living off the grid in the city. Part 1. Rationales for living off the grid. Section 1. Definitions. What is the grid? The grid, as I generally refer to it, is different from the grid associated with the electrical company. Here, the grid is a collection of services, entities, laws, and commitments that keeps most of us economically tied down, saddled with debt, generally unhappy, and socially and technically undeveloped. It is a system composed of many entities, institutions, companies, government, and individuals, working independently or together for their exclusive benefit, and to your detrimental expense. These entities usually have a cover story, an apparently noble cause for their existence. But, over time, they have become rotten and malignant due to runaway greed, their addiction to power, and spreading corruption. These entities include public and private entities, empowered by your government, causing you harm, while parasiting as providers of goods and services. Public entities may include your water and sewer provider. And private entities may include 1. Your electric company, 2. Your water and sewer services provider, and 3. Your telecommunications or communications company. You have, forcibly and without your consent, been married to one or more of these grid entities, usually from the moment you become an independent adult to the moment you die. In fact, your ties to these entities, arguably, predate your adulthood through your parents. You are forced into this marriage because, generally, no one asks you if you want to get these services, or what rates you would consider fair to pay. And, often, you're not even given a choice as to what provider you would like to get those services from. The electric grid, for example, provides you both good and ill. It provides the all-important electricity, but it is also the harshest and most repeat offender for abuse, waste, and mistreatment of customers. Later, I will thoroughly explain how. The water and sewer services provider has become almost as despotic and abusive as the electric company. Its high cost and cruel customer service are often decried as abusive. Here, also I will explain how grid entities often hold you economically hostage by taking advantage of your basic needs. And, of course, your friendly communications company has largely evolved into a hungry monster, often colluding with others, to create illusions of choice while raking in obscene profits. I believe these entities have exploited mostly the poor, because of the abusively high percentage of their income they have to give to the grid. But, ultimately, all people suffer from the wrongdoings of the grid. The most egregious aspect of the abuses is that the grid exploits people's basic need to drink, eat, live, and communicate. The players in the grid, your government, and the electric, water, and communications companies, have taken needed services away from your reach and held them up high, and have demanded your resources and subservience in exchange. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Please look for the next episode soon. And, please ensure you like this content, and subscribe as a sign of support, and for me to continue to provide this type of content to people like you. By HVB. May 2023. Georgia, USA.